And good evening again. This is Tom, and I wanted to talk today, tonight, this evening, whatever. Um, I had in a previous video talked about going to a counselor and her wanting to also explore the possibilities that I'm not only dealing with autism spectrum disorder and autism spectrum disorder, but also possibly ADHD intentive. Now I'm going to completely forget it. Inattentive. There we go. um, she's worked about 20 years in the field, and I think specifically with these areas of disorders. And anyway, what she had suggested and was that seeing if my physician would prescribe a ADHD medicine called Vyvance. And I picked some up and I tried it for the first time today. And it was very interesting. According to what she said, was that people are on the spectrum, on the autism spectrum, won't feel much, maybe a little bit of a amphetamine boost, but it won't really change the way they feel. I if this all is a good indicator of being ADHD, then I would say I have very good indications that I'm also ADHD, which there's a very high incidence of comorbidity, morbidity, comorbidity with the two. So I don't know. I only did just one day. So there's Timmy here joining me, um, and what it's right now. I'm not quite a little over 10 hours. See, 9 o'clock, 9 to 7. Is that right? Yeah, 9 to 5. So it'll be 8, 9, 10, about 10 and a half hours, roughly. I think it was 10 actually. The life of it, I hear, is about 9 max. I think it all depends on the person, but it's intended to be about 8. So you take it for your day of whatever, and then you come home and then keep you up at night. But interesting was my counselor had also said she has taken it at night because when she is so wound up, it knocks that out. And that's kind of what I wanted to say. Excuse me, I've got a frog right there. It's actually not a frog. But what I noticed, and my physician was right, she said this type of a medication does not have to build up in the body or anything else. It's there and it's either helping you or it's not. So it's a pretty much instant thing. They ought to probably have 1 or 2 dose, not sample packets, but you know what I mean. Within about 15 minutes, I started to feel a little different. And what I was really surprised was that it made me calm. Now that it's wearing off of me, I'm starting to feel it again. It's like a body tension. It's like I'm carrying a stress, an anxiety, what did I call it? Fatigue. And it's hard to, it was just very interesting to feel that pretty much go away. And I was like, oh, I mean, you can see I'm tense. I'm going back to being tense again. Now, when that feeling had hit me, the other thing that I found was that it's also subtle. It's almost not like you feel anything different. It's what you don't feel. And what I did not feel anymore was it. If nothing else, if I only ever took one, it had an interesting. It was a learning experience because I kind of understand now what this tension is doing to me and how it's affecting my ability to um, um, initiate, projects and just anything. I mean, I was actually almost like, how to put it, it's like as I was looking around, it's like, okay, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. It was almost like there was a flow there that's not normally there with me of being able to do things. And I'm, I don't know that I have felt that feeling. I mean, where think I feel it was in something I'm very interested in, but I still have the tension. I can focus, but I still have the tension. This seemed to take that tension away and opened up the focus. And I mean, it was smooth. It was smooth onset of it. I would say in the last hour, I have felt more anxious and a little bit more than the old feeling. And it will probably come back totally, I'm guessing. If not, it'd be great. I mean, if it would stay away for a couple days and or whatever. But anyway, so I just want to report on that. I'm 6 minutes in. Um, I may have to change the name of my channel now to my ADHD. No, my ASD ADHD slash I journey. Um, but I'm thinking about taking it tomorrow. I've heard people talking about taking it as needed. I think even my counselor was saying that. It's like there'd be days that she needs to focus and really hunker down. I can see a potential, I don't want to say a red flag, but something for me to pay attention to is that it felt great. It really did. It was, I felt more rested than I do when I get up in the morning from sleeping. I mean, that's to be dependent on a pill for that has me a little, okay, yeah, take it now and get used to it, and then, coming off of it, it would be terrible to go back to that feeling. It was nice to have that gone. I have a really good friend that lives in Canada that was sort of. She said, don't do it. Don't screw around with your brain chemistry. And of course, you talk with people. It's a personal thing. It really is. But I heed her warning. I'm very, very carefully thinking about this. It may be something where I want to do it as needed. Um, Maybe there is a day that I need to be very productive. And I don't know if I like. Well, it's a real it's a real it's tearing me in two because part of me is like no, no, no medication. Another me is like, wow, that was nice. I like that. I know I could be. Oh, I'll tell you what. Tomorrow I'm going to try, and I've got some work I want to do on some website, not websites, but Facebook. I'm setting up a group, and I think I can hyper, hyper, hyper focus with that stuff. Um, I think I can be extremely productive with that. And that's cool, but you know. So anyway, that's my dilemma. That's where I'm at with that medication. If you have taken it, if you have any experience with it, um, let me know. And I'd be curious to know what your experiences have been and any warnings. If you go online and read patient reviews, some of them. I mean, it's polar opposite. It's God almighty, don't ever take this. Why did somebody ever suggest I take this? I hated coming off of this. It was hell. It was hell. It was terrible. And then there's the harps and the angels and unicorns and whatever else. I'd like more feedback. I'm not dead set on either way right now, other than knowing it works for me. And I did a video here before, a couple before this, and I tell you, am I dancing with the devil? Who said, I will take your pain away? For what? I don't know. And that's a very serious, scary decision to make. And it's complicated by the fact that I sure wish, if someone told me, no problem. And actually, it's a lower addiction potential than Adderall, and I think Ritalin, of course. Lower. I mean, I guess cigarettes are lower. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Oh, and one last thing. This is the kicker. Without insurance, 30-day supply would have been about $400. So I'll need heart medicine along with it every time I go pick it up. It's like, take my heart medicine, and then, and say, okay, I'll pay for it. How much is it again? 400. Oh my God. Anyway, Oh, and it's just that I don't want to get on that cycle where you see these old people that have got a frickin' wall just loaded shelves of medicine, and all right, it's Monday. They get up on that little ladder that they do in libraries and move it over. And, okay, here we go. Anyway, being silly here. Maybe that's that darn medication. I don't know. So anyway, it is what it is. Hope this was at least entertaining for some of you. Okay, and not insulting to the old people with their ladders and rows of medicine. So, okay, better get out of here. Thank you. Good day. Bye-bye.